tell you something about the world today right now. Audacity is at an all-time high.
Yeah, that's true. The older I get, the more I realize that I am petty.
And the only way I can respond is with extreme pettiness. And I will respond with extreme pettiness.
Dad, why don't you close your curtains if it bothers you so much? Me and my partner gonna have sex in the kitchen.
Right.
And I was like, I didn't really ask for your opinion on it. Don't really care what you condone or not.
You can see into my house, but you ain't got to look. Mind your business.
This is an Unsolicited Perspectives YouTube exclusive.
All right, Jay. I'm typically the person that is always moving. That's me. I don't stay in a place too long. This is literally the longest place I've ever lived in my life. Literally, I've lived here for 8 years. This is the longest place I've ever lived in my life. Yeah. But because I live in a building, there are constantly moving parts, people moving in and out. So I get new neighbors constantly. Mm-hmm. That's always interesting because you never know how that can go.
Yeah, same. The house next door to me is a rental. So every year, 2 years, I have new neighbors. So waiting on the new folks to move in now.
You never know how that's going to go. So
you never know.
I grabbed Am I the Jerk? Because, of course, this is a YouTube exclusive, and that's what we do. We do Reddit posts. And it says, Am I the Jerk? The title is, Am I the Jerk for refusing to close my curtains after my neighbor sent me a letter complaining about seeing into my house? Now, just from the title alone, Jay, what are your first impressions?
Mind your business.
Mm-hmm.
You can see into my house, but you ain't got to look. Mind your business. Excuse me? It depends. Okay. Let me hear the whole context, but my initial thought is mind your business.
Okay. Now, this person is not from the States, and I don't know that for sure, but I could tell by the words and descriptions in this post. But here we go. We moved into a new build a few months ago, and honestly, we've been loving it. Nice neighborhood, quiet street, good layout, no complaints until now. Yesterday, we got a letter in the mail from someone who lives in a house behind ours. And when I say behind, I mean there's an entire wash and a road between us. I looked it up, and it's literally over 200 feet from the window to mine. The letter was very polite in that passive-aggressive way where someone is being nice but also telling you what to do. It says something like, congratulations on your new home. I live across the way, and although our homes aren't very close, I can see directly into your house from my living room and backyard. I can clearly see you walking around your kitchen and even when you get things from your refrigerator. Then she said, while she was happy to have new neighbors, she would prefer not to have a view into our home and suggested we might want to consider getting blinds or curtains for our privacy. I had to read it a few more times to make sure I was understanding correctly. This woman who lives 20 plus feet away with a wash and a road between us is asking me to close my curtains so that she doesn't have to see into my house from over 200 feet away, where she would have to be actively watching to even notice what I'm doing in my kitchen. Like if you could see me getting stuff from my fridge from that distance, you are staring. That's not a casual glance out of your window. That's surveillance. My first reaction was honestly just to laugh about it. Then I got kind of annoyed because the audacity of telling someone else to cover their windows so you can have yours open and enjoy your view is wild. Why don't you close your curtains if it bothers you so much? My partner thinks we should just ignore it and go about our lives. I agree, but I also kind of want to make a point now. Like I wasn't planning on doing anything weird, but now part of me wants to just live aggressively uncurtained out of spite. Maybe some enthusiastic dancing while cooking. Really give her something to write another letter about. Am I the jerk for not closing my curtains and honestly considering being more visible out of spite?
No. And here's what I would do. I would get the curtains. I'd get the curtains, but they would say F you on them or something. Like they would say it would be something obnoxious. So you would see me dancing in the house. I see that. And then I close the curtains and it's the middle finger on the curtains. Like that's what because mind your business. I was right the first time. Mind your business. I'm not changing what I'm doing in my home so that you could be more comfortable in your home? For what? Stop looking. Stop looking. The audacity of people. Let me tell you something about the world today right now. Audacity is at an all-time high.
Yeah, that's true. You ain't lying.
It's at an all-time high. And you would think that our, recent crackdowns on Karens would get people to start rethinking, because this is a woman. I'm going to tell you that right now. And is probably a white woman. It would get them to rethink like how aggressively they're in people's business. But it hasn't. It hasn't. It's almost added fuel to the fire. And y'all need to really check yourselves. Really. Because you sat down with a pen and paper. And it's one thing to like type something up, but you sat down with a pen and paper and wrote this out. And then you walked the 200 plus feet to their house and put it in their mailbox. And at no point in there did you say, my audacity is through the roof. At every step, you thought you were 100% justified in telling somebody else what they can do. And it wasn't like you seeing them walk around naked. It's not that. You just see me, I'm in the kitchen. And what you mean you see me getting stuff out my fridge? She's right, that's not a glance. You're looking at me. That's a you problem. Mind your business. Oh, my Lord. Yeah, I would get them curtains. I would get the most obnoxious curtains.
The older I get, the more I realize that I am petty. Because I would absolutely do something petty.
Yeah.
Because I'm like her. I really don't like this passive-aggressive letter.
Yeah.
At first read, I wouldn't even laugh. I wouldn't be like, what the? And then got upset. So I would do something petty. I know what I would do petty. Since you want to be looking in my fridge and see what I'm pulling out, me and my partner going to have sex in the kitchen.
Right. It's not like you're seeing anything explicit or
right.
Because if it was me and like I'm in my backyard, I look and I do see that, the letter I would write would be like, hey, I saw y'all, like, y'all might want to consider closing the window. And not for me, but for your own privacy. Like, I'm just saying, if I could see it and I'm 200 feet away, other people see that. So y'all might want to, like, that's for you, baby. Like, that's not for me. Because I watched. But, like, my point is, you didn't even see nothing like that.
No.
It's just me in the kitchen. You just saw me walking around the kitchen.
Oh, she's preparing a charcuterie board.
Yeah. Mind your business.
Oh, they got that new apple juice out. Yeah, no, the Audacity. Audacity is at an all-time high. Okay. Funny story. Talking about Audacity and people in your business.
Yeah.
I'm in our little convenience store. We have a convenience store in our building, and I'm looking for something bad. Like I'm looking for a snack or something like that. So I'm looking specifically for a pastry snack, specifically for something like a honey bun.
Yeah.
And there's this woman in there, and I know she's a trainer like I am, right? And she makes a comment, they're finally getting some healthier stuff in here. And I was like, okay, that's cool. She's like, what you looking for? I was like, something unhealthy. She was like, well, what did she say again? I don't condone that, or something to that effect. And I was like, yeah, I didn't really ask for your opinion on it. Don't really care what you condone or not. Take care.
Absolutely has nothing to do with it.
Yeah, and it's just like why would you make a comment like that? And you lucky I had a little bit of happy juice in me, because that's what I call alcohol, ladies and gentlemen. It makes me happy. I had a little happy juice in me, because had I been sober, you might have got a different Bruce.
And you know what? I had an audacious situation also at your building.
You did? When was this?
Yes. When I first brought Roscoe, I was walking him. He had his harness. And I had him clipped in the front because, if he tries to pull, it spins him around. It stops him from pulling. So I had him clipped in front. I'm walking him. This white lady walk up to me. I'm sorry, white ladies, but it always is y'all. You're supposed to clip him in the back. I said, no, I'm not. Like I said it just like that.
Hmm.
No, that's the loop is right there. I said, you see that loop in the front that he's currently clipped to? There's a loop there too. It keeps him from pulling, spins him around. Oh, yeah. You might want to think about things before you speak. Because I didn't clip him to some random place. There's also a loop there that he's currently clipped to.
You didn't tell me about that. Now, on After Hours, you got to describe this person so I can see if I know him.
Yeah. I can't even remember. She was also walking her dog. And I was just like, and it like the deadpan Gen Z look I was giving her.
Well, that's your typical,
That's my normal face.
Yeah, that's your normal face.
But it was just like, no. Like that's how I respond to them. And they just get so flustered that you're not taking their advice.
The audacity, this woman has the audacity. I hope y'all don't have an HOA, because then she gonna try to find a way to make you put blinds up. But people out there, my only thing is mind your business across the board. So many people don't mind their business. I don't like these transgender people. Mind your business. They not affecting you.
Business.
I know of a person that was like, I just don't believe in these transgender people. And I said to him, I don't believe in as many Cokes that you drink.
Right.
That's what I don't believe in. Well, that's not the same thing. Yeah, the amount of Cokes that you drink offends me because you look the way you do, and it's because of the amount of Cokes that you drink. That's offensive to me, and I don't like it. So I think it should be outlawed.
Your breath is offensive to me.
All that coffee breath, you can't pop a mint.
Cigarettes and stuff, that's offensive to me. Mm-hmm. You're actually assaulting me with your breath. A trans person ain't never done nothing to me, baby.
The main point, people need to mind their business. So to answer this woman's question, are you a jerk?
No.
For being petty and doing something back? No. Matter of fact, hit us up. We'll find a way. We'll give you ideas on how to be even pettier.
Yeah. My last point on this, passive aggression, the only response is extreme pettiness. That's the only response in my mind. You come at me with that, you done entered the arena. You're in the octagon now, baby. And the only way I can respond is with extreme pettiness. And I will respond with extreme pettiness.
Ditto. But ladies and gentlemen, what do you think? Drop a line down there in the comments section and we're going to get at you.
Join the conversation and follow the Unsolicited Perspectives podcast on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you get your audio podcasts.